Hello and welcome to Buzzwire Africa, your trusted source for the latest news, politics and trending stories from Kenya and across Africa. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like this video and turn on notifications so you never miss our updates. Today's story takes us back to one of the most unforgettable moments in Kenya's recent history, the June 2024 anti-finance bill protests. You probably remember the young man who stood inside Parliament and repeatedly shouted, "Mr. Speaker, sir!" That phrase became an instant viral sensation. Now, nearly 2 years later, the man behind those famous words is back in the headlines, but this time inside a courtroom. Let's get into the story. Who is Mr. Speaker, sir? His name is Ezekiel Kiama Nzioki. Before June 2024, very few Kenyans knew him, but during the anti-finance bill demonstrations, he became one of the defining faces of the Gen Z movement. As protesters breached Parliament, videos showed Kiama inside the National Assembly chamber repeatedly calling out, "Mr. Speaker, sir!" The clip spread rapidly across social media, inspiring countless memes, remixes, and discussions. For many young Kenyans, the phrase captured the boldness and symbolism of the protests. Almost overnight, Ezekiel Kiama became known simply as Mr. Speaker, sir. Why is he trending again? This week, Kiama appeared before the Milimani law courts to answer charges arising from the events of June 25, 2024. Prosecutors allege that he unlawfully entered Parliament during the protests and was involved in the destruction of property valued at approximately 41.2 million Kenyan shillings. He pleaded not guilty to all the charges. The court later released him on a personal bond of 100,000 Kenyan shillings, allowing him to remain free as the case proceeds. It is important to remember that these are allegations before the court, and the judicial process is still ongoing. Kiama's legal team has strongly challenged the prosecution's case. His lawyers argue that it would be unreasonable to attribute all the alleged damage to one individual, given the large number of people who entered Parliament that day. They have also maintained that Kiama deserves a fair trial based solely on evidence presented in court. The defense says the legal process, not public opinion, should determine the outcome. This case is about much more than one person. For many Kenyans, it has become a symbol of the continuing conversation about the 2024 Gen Z protests. Those demonstrations united thousands of young people who were protesting against the finance bill, demanding government accountability and calling for economic reforms. The protests changed Kenya's political landscape and demonstrated the growing influence of digitally organized youth movements. At the same time, the breach of Parliament resulted in injuries, deaths, arrests, and significant property damage. Authorities have argued that individuals who committed criminal offenses during the unrest should be held accountable through the justice system. As expected, public opinion is divided. Some Kenyans believe Kiama represents the courage of a generation that demanded change. Others argue that anyone who broke the law should face the legal consequences, regardless of the political context. Across social media, hashtags supporting Kiama have appeared alongside posts calling for accountability. The case has therefore reopened the broader debate about protest rights, responsibility, and justice. The court process will continue over the coming weeks and months. Both the prosecution and the defense are expected to present evidence before the court reaches any conclusions. Until then, Kiama remains presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in accordance with Kenyan law. Many Kenyans will be watching closely to see how the case unfolds. The story of Mr. Speaker, sir is no longer just about a viral phrase. It has become part of Kenya's ongoing conversation about youth activism, democracy, accountability, and the rule of law. Whether you see Ezekiel Kayama as a protest icon or simply as an accused person awaiting trial, one thing is certain. This is a case that continues to capture national attention. Only the courts can determine the legal outcome. What do you think? Should Mr. Speaker, sir, be remembered as a symbol of the Gen Z movement? Or should the focus now be entirely on the legal case before the courts? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to BuzzWire Africa, and turn on notifications for more trending stories, breaking news, and in-depth discussions from Kenya and across Africa. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.